Am I the asshole? For yelling at my wife for siding with my 5-year-old son. So about 20 minutes ago, I saw my 5-year-old kid on the floor spinning in circles with sharp scissors. I asked him to stop nicely because it was a dangerous situation. He didn't listen to me. I asked a few more times, slightly raising my voice. Sister, 25F, who is in grad school and has student debt, whereas I got a full ride to do my undergrad. This year, I took a DNA test, to learn about what cultures I belong to and genetics I have, also to screen from many genetic diseases. I discovered I am predisposed to certain allergies I didn't know about, and I also discovered several matches. And when I saw the last name, I didn't think anything of it. However, a few weeks ago, I received a phone call from a family law office asking if I was who I claimed to be, and we spoke for a little bit. I was asked to join a Zoom meeting later on, and when I did, I saw my bio-grandmother for the first time. I started welling up. She and I have the same color eyes and I have her nose. I didn't know how cathartic seeing somebody who resembled you felt, and I started to cry. We chatted for a few minutes before getting down to business. I was shown legal credentials proving this was a real attorney's office, and I was asked to show some photo ID. I asked what was going on when my grandmother told me the truth. My bio-dad is a trust fund baby, and he is rich. As a middle-class person, this was a huge shock. After my bio family found out he had a kid and told nobody about me, they were furious. My grandmother wants to change over my bio-dad's trust to me. I won't say how much for privacy reasons, but I could live on it for the rest of my life, donate to charity every year and still have a shitton left over. It is major fuck you money. My bio-grandmother also said that because she has funds for her other grandchildren, I would receive one of those in addition to my bio-dad's trust. She told me my bio-dad is single and it won't affect anyone but him. She also said she would want to find my bio-mom to compensate her as well. The lawyer told me I should obtain a family law attorney and that my bio family would pay for them so I can obtain what my grandmother calls the money I deserve. I obtained 2 attorneys, 1 family and 1 estate, and they are walking me through the process of obtaining the funds. I told my family about it, and they talked about how my sister could finally be a professional student and how their mortgage could be paid off. When I told them how the fund works, giving an allowance every month instead of being a free-for-all, their tune changed. They said I am their family and should refuse the funds out of principle. I really want to accept the fund and meet and reconnect with my biological family, but I don't want to lose my family while making the decision. So would I be the asshole if I accepted this money from my biological family? Absolutely not the asshole. Your adoptive family should be ecstatic that you'll be set for life. I'm glad you have attorneys to help navigate you through this. Edit: please be really careful of your biological father. The fact that your bio-grandmother is going to switch his trust to you makes this a bit more important to be careful. Especially as he guilty of statutory rape at least. Not the asshole, so it was okay to have the money when they could take it from you, but not when it could just help you. Not the asshole. Accept the money, meet your bio family, they clearly want to build a relationship with you. As for your family, they changed their tune immediately after you told them you couldn't pay off their debt. It sounds like they only don't want you to accept the money, because they can't get access to it. Principle had very little to do with this. They ought to be happy for you, not just thinking about themselves. Not the asshole. And your adoptive family's reaction is disturbing. When they found out they couldn't abuse your trust fund, they pretty much told you that you shouldn't accept it either. I have no idea what principle that is, but it's totally fucked up. Refuse the funds out of principle. Lol. They are just jealous. You are entitled to this money. You deserve it. Your grandmother gets to decide, and she wants you to have it. End of the story. Accept it, no hesitation. Your family is way selfish if they want to take you away from a very stable future just for the sake of principle. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Work with your lawyer and accept the funds. The monthly sum is the ideal way to inherit this sort of income. That way people can't abuse it and you will always be taken care of. Also enables you to get and keep a job knowing that if you get laid off or switch careers you have a regular cushion. WTF? Not the asshole to accept this money. Not the asshole. How their mortgage could be paid off. Whoa. They are not entitled to your money like that, even if it was a free-for-all. Your adoptive parents are greedy as hell. Info: so your adoptive family was just fine with you taking the money if it benefited them, professional, student and mortgage paid off, but since it doesn't they now say you should reject it out of principle? Am I understanding this correctly? Not the asshole. Forget about the money for a second, you are being offered an opportunity to get to know your grandparents. That's the important thing here. Take it with both hands and accept them into your life, it's your right. As for the cash, right now your adoptive family probably have no idea how to process this news. So right now their mouths are engaging without the brain being in gear. If the entitlement carries on, be polite and set some boundaries. Just remember they too are you family. Remember, in life, money is not the goal, it's just a way to keep a score. Not the asshole obviously. Your adopted parents are, they should be happy for you instead of thinking about what they could do with the money. Not the asshole for taking the money and not the asshole for what you do with it. You are an adult and need to make the decision for yourself. If you wish to help out your adopted family, that is your choice to do so or not. I can't promise anything about reactions, but just know you aren't in the wrong. If you do accept it, then I would also get a financial advisor and talk to them before agreeing to or doing anything money-wise with your adopted family. Money does strange things to people. Nata. Live the life the rest of us could only dream of. Have fun with it. Do good with it. Enrich your life and, if you so choose to, the lives of the loved ones around you. But do it on your terms. You sound like the least entitled person. You probably have the grounding to make good use of the money. Not the asshole. Take the money and put it to good use. You are going to find out how money changes people, even family, but don't let that stop you from having financial security. The first thing you should do is get your adopted family therapy to suggest you should refuse the money out of principle. WTF. Not the asshole. The family that raised you was all on board when they thought they could get something out of it, and that speaks volumes. Accept the money and build your life. When the family thought the money was coming to you all at once and that you could help them, it was okay, but now that it's a trust that you cannot use for them, it's not okay, and I think that is an absolute ridiculous thing for them to do. Please pursue the relationship, but make sure you still keep your relationship with your adoptive family. You are not the asshole. Apparently, if it was known, your biological grandmother might have taken you in and things might have been different, and if they are being so open and generous, there is no reason for you to not accept because you deserve it. Not the asshole. Accept the money. Why on earth not? And why aren't your parents over the moon happy for you? First off, not the asshole. You should make arrangements to meet up with your bio-grandmother. I think you two could have a lasting relationship, because it sounds like your adopted family are going money crazy. When your adopted family found out about the money, they immediately started spending it as if it was theirs. You're 20 and an adult, and what you do with your money is up to you. But you should have a sit down with your adopted parents and let them know how you feel about their attitude shift and why would they want to deny you money. Not the asshole. Your adoptive parents should love you enough to support you in connecting with your biological family. They should also be thrilled to know you will never struggle financially in the future. I would take it. Money is money and everyone needs it. Loyalty doesn't enter into it in my opinion, because nobody hurt your parents. This money is not dirty in some way, it's a benefit you didn't know you had, and frankly, your family's reaction is bizarre. Not the asshole. Take the money and run.